Hey guys, what's up? It's An Epic Eagle from An Epic Squad here today with another video. Today we're going to be making items for our mod that we're creating. They're really simple, only a couple lines of code that we really need to add, and yeah, and then I'll show you how to do crafting recipes and smelting recipes with these items that we're going to make. So we're going to open Eclipse, and we're going to select our YouTube mod /clips file, and we'll go from there. You notice I also have GIMP open because I'm also going to show you how to make textures with GIMP. That's what I use, and it works really well, so I'm just going to be using that for today's tutorial. So yeah, we're going to get a lot covered today. Hopefully it won't take too long to do all this. So, first things first, open up it. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I started testing. I didn't do anything though. Yeah, save, it should go away. Alright, so under where it says sided proxy, we're going to do a comment, which is just simply a slash, another slash, and then whatever you want to say. And what it does is it makes it where the computer ignores what's after that. So we can put whatever we want here. I mean, we could do like whatever we want, and it's not going to affect the code at all. So we'll do / item. So we're going to go down, do public, final static, and then item, and then you have to import item whenever you're doing this. I've already imported it, but you'll have to. So let's see, item, what are we going to call our item? We'll call it, I'm not going to show you how to do food this episode, so what you could do is you could just go ahead and make something that's going to be a food later, excuse me, and then we'll turn it into a food later on in the series. But today, we'll just do like I said, we'll do a rod. Simple, I mean, we can use it for our tools we're going to make eventually and stuff like that. So new item rod equals new, and then do item rod, all one word, parentheses, and then your ID number for it. So like this, that's all you have to do. So this could say create new class, because there's an error with it. So we're going to go to our new package, right click it, go to new package, and we're going to do dot items at the end of it. Don't delete anything, so it's like an extension on this package. Right click, new class, and then it's going to be item rod, like that. Awesome. So now you're here, you're going to go at the end of this, do extends item, hover over it, import item, net.minecraft.item, and then save everything. So you're going to get an error here. Hover over this, you're going to import it, and then hover over this again and create constructor. That's all we have to do. So once you're going to get this, I don't want this, delete this thing, and where the slashes are, you're going to type super, and then parentheses, and then semicolon. That's all you have to do. You don't have to put anything here or anything. That's all you have to do. Okay, so I'm just going to go down a couple lines. We're going to type this dot set unlocalized localized name, and then parentheses, quotation marks, whatever we're going to call this, which is rod. If it's 2 words, you're going to space those words out. This dot set creative tab, parentheses, quotation marks. Make sure you have semicolons at the end of all these. So then we're going to do, actually no parentheses yet, creative tabs with an S dot, no, creative tab dot, no, I'm sorry, creative tabs dot tab and then whatever you're gonna call it, we're gonna put this under tab tab materials, and then you're gonna have to import creative tabs, and then this should, yep, cool. And then we're gonna do something else that we're gonna have to wait till a little second to actually use. This .set texture name, and then oops, texture name, this. Basically, you're just gonna do you're gonna do YouTube mod, and then semicolon, and then whatever you're gonna call this texture, we're gonna call ours rod. Okay, so now that we have all this, our error here should have gone away. We can save. We have no errors. Now we're gonna go into it at event handler, enter. I'm gonna do a new comment called game registry, and we do another one called language registry. So under this one, we're gonna do game registry dot register item, the first one, not the second one. Register item, because we already edited it, it pops up here, rod, and then quotation marks, and whatever the name of it is, so rod. Simple. Same thing down here, language registry. It's a hard word to spell over and over. Dot add name, object to name, this is our rod, and then the name of it, quite simply, is rod. So that's all we have to do here. Now let's just go ahead and load up the game once, just so we can see that our item has loaded in the materials tab like we told it to. Yeah, it takes a little while to load for whatever reason, I don't know why. Yeah. Okay, so single player, create new world, call it test world, creative, we'll just leave it like that. We'll leave all the world terrain and stuff, so keep it interesting. Alright, here we go. What happened? Sometimes it does this. You just have to load it another one time and it'll load up for whatever reason. It does that. And yeah, here we go. Press E to open your inventory. Do that. Oh, the lag. It's real. Better. Alright, now we got this going on. Let's go to tab materials, scroll down, and here is our item rod. If you get an error called item or like item.rod.name or something like that, you did something wrong, and basically you did your registries wrong. Now if you don't do these registries and you do it any other way, you're probably going to get that little error, and that's not what you want. That's why we do it this way, because this keeps it where we don't have some random name for it. It just pops up just exactly how we want it to pop up. So, cool. Now we got this. Now we're going to do our textures. I'm going to minimize this. Now I'm going to open this. So, once you have GIMP opened, downloaded, the link will be in the description to download. You're going to go to File, New, click it, and then make sure this is set to like PX, and this is going to be a 16 by 16 texture, because that's like what the default Minecraft textures are textured at. It's 16 by 16 pixels, and then you don't have to worry about. You're going to go to advanced options, and you're going to fill with transparency. That's the only thing you have to do here. You can like put that back up. There's no template or anything for this 16 by 16. Now what you're going to do, make this full screen and go to this little zoom thingy, zoom in. So now we have where we're going to be drawing at. Now, for the purpose, let's see. Oh wait, make sure you select your pencil and make sure you, when you go here to size, make it one pixel. Otherwise, it's going to be huge, and we want each thing to be its own separate pixel, because that's how Minecraft was made originally. We're going to make our rod purple, green. We'll do a green rod. And we'll do it how Minecraft does their rods. So we'll say like here, here, here. Okay. Go up 1, 2, 3. Because Minecraft does their sticks. Oops, I messed up. You can always just go edit, undo, undo. Then we don't have to pull out the eraser, because the eraser doesn't always work the way you want it to. It's just like 1, 2 away from the sides. Here. I don't know why I chose to make mine green, I just did. And we'll choose a slightly darker color of the same green. And then we're going to go here, 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 here. And then fill in all these little middle spots. Round it off at the tops, the bottoms, and then with this. And then I think what they also do is they take actually a slightly darker color yet. And they go like, I'm not really quite sure how they do this, but however they do it is kind of complicated. And then we'll do this, go back to our old color green, put it here and here, take our not so old color green, and then put it here and here. There we go. We have a really fast stick. Now what we're going to do is you're going to go File. When you're done with your texture, File, Export As, and it'll take a while to load. And by default, it exports it as a PNG file, which is what we need. Now here where it says name, make sure you type in the name of what you called your texture. For us, is this mine? No. We called our texture in our item rod class rod. So we're simply going to call this one rod. And then I'm just going to save it on my desktop for now. And then don't mess with any of these, just hit export. And I'm going to minimize this. Here it is. Perfect, a little rod. Zoom in, there it is. Nice and beautiful. So, now that we have this, we're going to open our YouTube mod folder. Double click it. And put this to the side for now. Go to Source, Main, Resources, and you'll see this here. Now you're going to make a new folder, call it Assets. Okay, go into this new folder, make a new folder called Textures. Go into this new folder, make another new folder called Items. Oops, nothing else, all lowercase. Type it in exactly this way, so you have Main, Resources, Assets, Textures, Items. Now in this folder, we're going to drag in our rod.png file, and that is all we have to do. Now we'll go back into our code, rerun the game, and it should load up with our texture now that we've done all this. So yeah, I will get back to you guys when my game is loaded up all the way. Alright guys, we're back. My world is still loading up, and let's go to our materials tab, scroll down, and our texture's missing. What did we do wrong? Alright, hold on, let me I'm gonna pause the video here. I'm gonna find out what I did wrong. Alright guys, I figured it out. So go to your YouTube mod, source, main, resources, assets. Now, where it says textures, now you're gonna make a new folder, and we're gonna call it YouTube mod. Now, that's what I missed last time. I think that's how you do it, yeah. And then drag your textures into this, Go in here. Then you have your textures, items, and then your rod. That way, whenever we called on that, whenever in our code we typed in YouTube mod dot or colon rod, that's what this is for, because it's saying here, then it automatically knows to go to textures because of how Minecraft works, and then it looks in the items folder, and then looks for our rod in the items folder. So then we're going to run our game one more time, and I will see you when it has loaded. Alright guys, we're back, loaded the game, and look at that. There's our rod with our nice green texture, kind of looking like a stick would, if I could find that. It looks like the sticks are they're only 3 wide, but whatever. We have a rod. And rods are thicker than sticks are. I can hit the sheep with it. It does much damage to my fist. Hey. Now, in future episodes, I will show you how to do neat little spiffy things with your items, such as like cool effects, or I think I can even. We'll make tools soon, and we'll do swords and stuff. You can make like a weird kind of sword or whatever, and I'll show you how to do all that stuff in future episodes. But okay, so there's one more thing we're gonna do today. And this is a little bit awkward, but we're gonna make a creative tab where all of our items are gonna go. And I'm gonna do this early on so that later we don't have to go back and fix all these, move them all over. So it says tab materials. Okay, so now we're gonna go back to our main registry. So let me look this up because I wasn't expecting to do this, but I will be right back. Alright guys, so under your @metadata and under where it says public static, my metadata meta, we're going to do public static creative tabs. You're gonna get an error, import. Come on. Oh, here we go. Import creative tabs. You're gonna do whatever you're gonna call it. So we're gonna call ours what should we call ours? We'll call ours YouTube tab equals new creative tabs. You do parentheses and then quotation marks and then whatever you want it to show up as, like the name of it basically, so like YouTube tab. Then we're gonna do a bracket and then press enter and it'll automatically close. So you're gonna do public item space get tab icon at item parentheses another bracket. They're gonna do enter return and whatever you want your item to be. So for now we're gonna make ours our rod because that's all the items we have and we wanted to make something unique to us. So we're gonna use our item rod. It's a return rod and then semicolon. Now at the second bracket you're going to put another semicolon to close up the whole statement, and that's all you have to do. So now we're going to go to our item rod, and then where it says this dot set creative tab, delete all of this inside the parentheses, and we're going to type in main registry, like the name of our class, main registry, dot, and then YouTube tab. And there we go. That's all it is. Now save, load the game. Once again, I will be back whenever our game is loaded, if it ever loads. Well, I'll just wait this time. Doesn't take too long. Oops. Sorry to have to copy and paste that over from something else. I don't really like to do that, but it's easier to do it this way this time because it would make it go a little bit faster. That way you guys can pause the video when it's all there, copy it all over. Alright, here we go. Single player, test world. Okay. Is it gonna load ever? Yep. Cool. Still have a rod. Nothing changed. But if we went here and we went to materials, you notice our rod is no longer here. What? Like, yeah. So usually you could scroll down to find a rod. It's not there. But you see these arrows. To click the arrow, And there it is, item group.youtube tab. We'll fix that, I promise you. And then I got our rod here. Sorry about that. It will take a while before we can fix this, but it will be fixed eventually whenever you publish a rod. So yeah, we got a rod. Yeah. So yeah, cool. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you did like it, please press the like button. If you're new to our channel, consider subscribing. We're a growing channel, and any support we could get would be great. We're hoping to get some sponsors soon. And if you guys would subscribe, that would help us out a ton. We appreciate all you guys watching this, and thank you for watching. And I will see you all. I'll see you all in the next episode of this series, unless we post another video before that happens. Peace.